In the last episode, my companions and I had just emerged victorious in our bid to reform Lyrian's government, and I was basking in the warmth of their admiration. But little did I know, a new challenge was already unfolding. A message from our enigmatic ally, Kale, lay on my comms device, its cryptic words echoing in my mind. The Aethereian archive remains hidden, and Elara's maps are our only lead. I felt a shiver run down my spine as I read the message. The Aethereian archive was a myth, a fabled repository of knowledge said to hold the secrets of Aethereia's forgotten past. My thoughts racing, I knew I had to act fast. I gathered my closest friends Aaron, the cunning smuggler, and Lyra, the skilled warrior, and briefed them on our new mission. "We need to find Elara," I said. "She's our only lead on the archive." Aaron's eyes lit up. "I've heard rumors she's hiding in the Forsaken City. We can track her down, but it'll be a risk." Lyra nodded. "We can't afford to hesitate. The archive could hold the key to unlocking Lyra's biotechnology secrets." We set off immediately, venturing into the Forsaken City, navigating through its treacherous landscapes and hidden strongholds. As we journeyed deeper, the air grew thick with an eerie silence. I could feel eyes upon us, the weight of unseen observers. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the shadows, a woman with piercing green eyes and jet-black hair. "Elara," I whispered, my heart pounding in my chest. She regarded us calmly, her gaze lingering on each of us before nodding. "I've been expecting you. My maps can guide you to the archive, but be warned. You're not the only one searching for it." A chill ran down my spine as I realized the stakes. "Who else is after the archive?" I asked, my hand on the hilt of my sword. Elara's expression turned grave. "Rival treasure hunters, ruthless and cunning. They'll stop at nothing to claim the archive's secrets." Just then, a voice echoed through the ruins, sending shivers down my spine. Dr. Orion, a brilliant scientist with radical theories on Aethereia's forgotten past, appeared at my side. "I've been tracking your journey and I believe I can help." His words were laced with an air of confidence, and I sensed a newfound determination in him. With Elara's maps and Dr. Orion's expertise, we set off toward the ancient Aethereian ruins. As we ventured deeper into the heart of Aethereia, the very fabric of our reality began to unravel. The journey ahead would be fraught with danger, but I knew I could trust my companions. Together, we would face the unknown, driven by our determination to uncover the secrets of the Aethereian archive. But little did I know, our actions would set off a chain reaction, drawing us closer to a showdown with the powerful forces that had shaped Aethereia's dark past. The silence was broken by the sound of distant engines, growing louder by the second. "It seems we're not alone," Erin said, her voice tight with tension. A heavily guarded Archon regime outpost loomed on the horizon, its guns trained on us. Time to put our plan into action. We readied ourselves for battle, the outcome hanging precariously in the balance. Previously, Alex received a cryptic message from Kale about the Aethereian archive, prompting him to embark on a perilous journey to uncover its secrets. Along the way, he recruited Elara, a skilled cartographer, and Dr. Orion, a brilliant scientist with radical theories on Aethereia's forgotten past. As we stood at the threshold of the Archon regime outpost, the engines roaring to life, I felt the weight of our mission. Our chance to uncover the secrets of the Aethereian archive hung in the balance. We had to infiltrate the outpost, get past its defenses, and gather intel on the rival treasure hunters. My companions nodded, their determination etched on their faces. Erin took point, her agility and stealth allowing her to slip past the guards undetected. Lyra and I followed, our senses on high alert as we navigated the labyrinthine corridors. Dr. Orion lagged behind, his eyes scanning the environment, taking in every detail. We finally reached the central hub, where a holographic display projected the rival treasure hunters' coordinates. I felt a chill run down my spine as I recognized the symbol etched on their uniforms, the mark of the notorious Red Vipers. "They are not far," I whispered to my companions. "We need to move now." With the intel in hand, we made our way back to the exit, avoiding detection by mere seconds. As we emerged into the open air, I caught a glimpse of the red vipers on the horizon, their ships closing in. "We need to lose them," Erin shouted, her eyes darting between the ruins and the ships. "Elara, can you lead us to a safe haven?" The cartographer nodded, her gaze fixed on her maps. "Follow me." We sprinted across the ruins, the red vipers hot on our heels. Elara led us through a series of narrow tunnels and hidden passageways, finally stopping at a large stone door. She produced a small key which fitted neatly into a hidden lock. It creaked open, revealing a hidden chamber deep beneath the ruins. We collapsed onto the cold stone, our chests heaving with exhaustion. For a moment we simply breathed, the silence a welcome respite from the chaos outside. Dr. Orion broke the silence, a faint smile on his face. "We did it," he said. "We've outsmarted the Red Vipers, and we're one step closer to the Aethereian archive." But I knew the stakes were escalating. The Red Vipers would not give up easily. I could sense the looming danger, the darkness that lurked just beyond the edge of our perception. "We need to keep moving," I said, my voice firm. "We can't let our guard down, not even for a moment." As I gazed at my companions, I saw the determination etched on their faces. We were in this together, our bond forged in the fire of adversity. Together, we would face whatever lay ahead, our hearts and minds united in our quest for the secrets of the Aethereian archive. Previously, Alex received a cryptic message from Kale about the Aethereian archive, prompting him to embark on a perilous journey to uncover its secrets. Along the way, he recruited Elara, a skilled cartographer, and Dr. Orion, a brilliant scientist with radical theories on Aethereia's forgotten past. As I gazed at the stone walls of our temporary sanctuary, I couldn't shake off the feeling of unease. We had outsmarted the Red Vipers, but at what cost? The rival treasure hunters would regroup and retaliate, and we couldn't stay hidden forever. The weight of our mission hung over us like a guillotine, waiting to drop at any moment. "What's our next move?" Lyra asked, her voice laced with concern. I consulted Elara's maps, my mind racing with possibilities. We needed to put as much distance between ourselves and the Red Vipers as possible. "We need to reach the ancient city of Eldrador," I decided. "It's the only place where we might find a lead on the Aethereian archive." Dr. Orion nodded, his expression intense. "Eldrador holds many secrets, but it's also treacherous. We'll need to be careful." Erin snorted. "Careful? We're talking about Eldrador, where the streets are paved with traps and the buildings have ears." I shot her a warning glance, but she was right. Eldrador was a risk, but one we had to take. We set off, our footsteps echoing through the tunnels, our senses on high alert for any sign of danger. As we emerged into the open air, the sun-kissed city of Eldrador sprawled before us, its spires and towers glinting in the sunlight. We moved cautiously, our footsteps blending with the hum of the city's ancient machinery. We navigated the winding streets, avoiding traps and pitfalls until we reached the central square. There, a massive stone statue of an Aethereian king gazed out upon the city. Carved into the pedestal were cryptic symbols, which Elara quickly deciphered. "It's a riddle," she said, her eyes shining with excitement. "It points to an underground chamber beneath the king's statue. That's where we'll find the next clue to the Aethereian archive." I nodded, a sense of determination burning within me. "Let's do this." We descended into the underground chamber, our torches casting flickering shadows on the walls. The air was thick with the scent of age and decay, the silence heavy with anticipation. As we reached the bottom, we found ourselves in a cavernous chamber, the walls lined with ancient artifacts and relics. In the center, a pedestal held a gleaming crystal orb, pulsing with an otherworldly energy. "By the ancients," Dr. Orion breathed, "this is it. This is the key to unlocking Lyra's biotechnology secrets." But as we approached the pedestal, the chamber began to shake, the walls trembling with ancient power. I felt the weight of the Aethereian archive secrets bearing down upon me, and I knew we were running out of time. "The chamber is awakening," Elara warned. "We need to leave now." I nodded, my heart pounding in my chest. We had to get out, before the chamber sealed itself forever, trapping us inside. We sprinted up the stairs, the chamber's ancient machinery roaring to life, the walls collapsing behind us. We burst out into the sunlight, gasping for air as the statue above us shook and trembled, its stone face crumbling, its pedestal cracking. And then in the distance we saw it, the silhouette of the Red Viper's ships closing in on us once more. I gritted my teeth, my determination hardened like steel. We would not be defeated. We would overcome. "Let's move," I shouted to my companions. "We have an archive to find." But as we fled the city, I couldn't shake off the feeling that we were being herded towards our own destruction. Previously, Alex received a cryptic message from Kale about the Aethereian archive, prompting him to embark on a perilous journey to uncover its secrets. Along the way, he recruited Elara, a skilled cartographer, and Dr. Orion, a brilliant scientist with radical theories on Aethereia's forgotten past. They narrowly escaped the Red Vipers in Eldrador, only to discover that the ancient city's secrets came with a deadly price. As we fled Eldrador, the Red Viper's ships closing in on us, I couldn't help but wonder if we had made a grave mistake. The ancient city's secrets had come at a steep cost, and I feared we had only delayed our demise. "Alex, look," Lyra shouted, pointing to a gap in the rocky terrain ahead. I urged our group towards the opening, our pursuers mere seconds behind. We dove into the narrow crevice, the rocks scraping against us as we squeezed into the darkness. The air was thick with the scent of damp, earthy decay. As we caught our breath, I realized we had stumbled into an ancient Aethereian temple hidden beneath the rock. The walls glittered with a kaleidoscope of colors, casting an ethereal glow over the chamber. Dr. Orion's eyes widened as he examined the hieroglyphics etched into the walls. "This temple holds the secrets of Aethereia's ancient mapping techniques. It might be our only hope of navigating the treacherous landscapes between us and the archive." I nodded, a spark of determination igniting within me. We need to find a way to harness this knowledge, and fast. The Red Vipers won't stop until they have the archive. As we ventured deeper into the chamber, Elara discovered an ancient artifact, a small, intricately carved crystal sphere. This sphere has the power to amplify Dr. Orion's theories. With this, we might be able to unlock the secrets of Aethereian mapping, but our triumph was short-lived. A low rumble began to vibrate beneath our feet, growing in intensity as the chamber started to shake. "The temple is collapsing," Erin shouted, her eyes darting towards the exit. We sprinted towards the opening, the crystal sphere clutched tightly in Elara's hand. The temple's walls began to close in on us, and I knew we had to escape before it was too late. As we emerged into the open air, I glimpsed the Red Viper's ships mere seconds away. But we had the crystal sphere, and with it, a glimmer of hope. We had to keep moving, one step ahead of our pursuers, until we reached the Aethereian archive. The landscape unfolded before us like a labyrinth, full of hidden dangers and ancient secrets waiting to be unearthed. But with the crystal sphere in our possession, I knew we had a fighting chance to claim the archive's secrets and forge a brighter future for Aethereia. With the Red Vipers mere breaths away, I shouted to my companions, "Run! We need to put as much distance between us and them as possible. We can't let them catch us now, not when we're so close to unlocking the secrets of the Aethereian archive." Previously, Alex received a cryptic message from Kale about the Aethereian archive, prompting him to embark on a perilous journey to uncover its secrets. Along the way, he recruited Elara, a skilled cartographer, and Dr. Orion, a brilliant scientist with radical theories on Aethereia's forgotten past. As we fled the temple, the Red Vipers hot on our heels, I glanced back to see the ancient structure imploding, sending a massive plume of dust and debris into the air. The shockwave hit us like a sledgehammer, sending us stumbling forward. I struggled to regain my balance, my heart racing with every step. We had to keep moving, no matter the cost. The landscape before us was a twisted labyrinth of rock and sand, with treacherous crevices and jagged outcrops waiting to snare the unwary. I squinted against the glare of the twin suns, their intense light making every step feel like a battle against the very fabric of reality. What's our next move? Lyra shouted above the din of pounding footsteps and scraping rocks. I hesitated, my mind racing with the possibilities. We couldn't outrun the red vipers forever, but we couldn't let them catch us either. Not yet. Not when we were so close to unlocking the secrets of the Aethereian archive. Dr. Orion's gaze was fixed on the crystal sphere, its facets glinting in the light. I think I can use this to hack into the ancient mapping systems. If we can tap into the Aethereian grid, we might be able to chart a course through this labyrinth and avoid the red vipers, my mind racing with the possibilities. Lyra, can you get us to the top of that rock outcropping? I pointed to a rugged crag that jutted out of the desert floor like a jagged tooth. We need to get the lay of the land and fast. Lyra nodded, her face set in a determined grimace. She led the charge, her agility and strength propelling us up the rocky face like a living, breathing entity. We crested the top and the view took my breath away. Before us stretched a seemingly endless expanse of dunes, their golden sand glowing like an ocean of pure light. In the distance, I saw the silhouette of a massive structure, its towers reaching for the sky. The air seemed to vibrate with anticipation, as if the very fabric of reality was straining to reveal its secrets. The Aethereian archive. Dr. Orion breathed, his eyes shining with an otherworldly intensity. We're close, Alex. We can feel it. As I turned to my companions, a smile spreading across my lips, I knew that we had one final hurdle to overcome. The red vipers were closing in, their ships mere minutes away. We had to make the impossible happen, or we'd be crushed beneath their juggernaut. "All right, team," I said, my voice steady and strong. "We've got this. We've come too far to falter now. Let's get moving. We'll chart a course through this labyrinth, using the crystal sphere to hack into the ancient mapping systems. We'll make it to the Aethereian archive, no matter what. And when we do, we'll change the course of history forever." Previously, Alex received a cryptic message from Kale about the Aethereian archive, prompting him to embark on a perilous journey to uncover its secrets. Along the way, he recruited Elara, a skilled cartographer, and Dr. Orion, a brilliant scientist with radical theories on Aethereia's forgotten past. As they fled the temple, the red vipers hot on their heels, they navigated treacherous landscapes, using the crystal sphere to hack into ancient mapping systems, guiding them closer to the Aethereian archive. The air electrified as we sprinted towards the archive's imposing structure. My heart pounded in my chest, and Lyra's hand instinctively reached for her sword. The red vipers would stop at nothing to claim the archive's secrets, and we were the only ones standing in their way. As we burst through the entrance, a blinding flash of light enveloped us, throwing my senses into chaos. The air vibrated with ancient energy, and the whispers of the Aethereians reverberated through the centuries. I stumbled forward, my eyes adjusting to the kaleidoscope of colors that swirled around us. The archive's vaulted ceilings disappeared into the clouds, and rows of crystal pedestals stretched out before us like a celestial army. Dr. Orion's eyes sparkled as he scanned the room. The archives contain knowledge from the Aethereians, knowledge that can change the course of history. I approached the central pedestal, where an ancient artifact lay waiting. The artifact, a small crystal sphere, glowed with an otherworldly light, pulsing with the rhythm of the Aethereians. I felt an inexplicable connection to the artifact, as if it held the secrets of my past. Suddenly, the sphere began to glow brighter, filling the room with an intense energy. The whispers of the Aethereians grew louder, more urgent, as if they were trying to convey a message. "Alex, what's happening?" Lyra asked, her voice laced with concern. I raised my hands, feeling the energy coursing through my veins. "I think the artifact is trying to communicate with us. It's trying to reveal a hidden truth." The room began to shake, the whispers growing to a deafening crescendo. I closed my eyes, focusing on the energy coursing through me, and then, in a flash of clarity, I saw it, a vision of the Aethereian society, of their triumphs and failures, of their struggle against the darkness that consumed their world. As the vision faded, I opened my eyes to find my companion staring at me in awe. "What did you see?" Dr. Orion asked, his eyes burning with curiosity. I took a deep breath, trying to process the revelation. I saw the Aethereians, their society, their struggles. I saw how they used their technology to defy the darkness and how it ultimately consumed them. Lyra's eyes narrowed. "What does this mean for us?" I squared my shoulders, determination etched on my face. "It means we have a chance to learn from their mistakes. We can use their knowledge to create a better future, one where courage, hope, and unity have overcome the darkness of the past." Dr. Orion's gaze locked onto mine. "We can do it, Alex. Together, we can change the course of history and forge a new path forward." As we stood there, surrounded by the secrets of the Aethereians, I knew that our journey was far from over. We had uncovered a piece of the puzzle, but the real challenge lay ahead. We had to use this knowledge to create a brighter future, one where the darkness of the past was nothing but a distant memory previously. Alex and his companions reached the Aethereian archive, overcoming treacherous landscapes and rival treasure hunters. As they explored the ancient structure, Alex connected with an otherworldly artifact, unlocking a vision of the Aethereian society, revealing their triumphs, failures, and struggle against the darkness that consumed their world. The artifact's energy still resonated within me as we stood at the threshold of a new era. Our determination to forge a better future had never been stronger. But as we prepared to leave the archive, the temple began to shudder, the whispers of the Aethereians growing urgent, warning us of an imminent threat. Elara's maps glowed with an ominous light, pointing to a hidden location, where an ancient Aethereian entity, known only as the Keeper, guarded a crucial piece of the archive's secrets. Dr. Orion's eyes locked onto the maps. "The Keeper's lair is hidden deep within the ruins of Elara. We must navigate treacherous underwater tunnels to reach it." Lyra's grip on her sword tightened. "We're not going in alone. The Red Vipers will be hot on our heels." I nodded, a plan forming. "We'll need to gather allies, forge unexpected partnerships. Aaron, the cunning smuggler, might have connections that can aid us." As we set out to gather our forces, the stakes grew higher. We had to infiltrate the heavily guarded Archon regime outpost to gather crucial intel on Elatara's hidden tunnels. The outpost's commander, the ruthless Lady Irial, would stop at nothing to crush our spirits. But I knew that with my companions by my side, we would overcome any obstacle. The fate of Ethereia hung in the balance, and we were the only ones who could tip the scales. We departed the archive, our footsteps echoing through the ancient structure. The whispers of the Aethereians followed us, a reminder of the weight of our responsibility. As we emerged into the bright sunlight, I felt a sense of hope, a sense that we were on the cusp of something greater. The battle ahead would be fierce, but I knew that together we would forge a new path, one that would lead Ethereia into a brighter, more hopeful future. Previously, Alex and his companions escaped the Aethereian archive, only to be warned of an imminent threat. The ancient Aethereian entity known as the Keeper, hidden deep within the underwater ruins of Elara, guarded a crucial piece of the archive's secrets. As Alex gazes out at the bright sunlight, the whispers of the Aethereian still echoing in his mind, a sudden chill runs down his spine. The sky above begins to darken, and the air grows thick with an eerie, pungent scent, as if the very fabric of reality is unraveling. "We're running out of time," Dr. Orion warns, her eyes darting towards the darkening horizon. "The convergence of Aethereian energies is accelerating. We must reach the Keeper's lair before it's too late." Lyra's gaze narrows, her hand instinctively reaching for the hilt of her sword. "We can't afford to wait. Aaron, can you get us to the Red Vipers? We need their intel on Elatara's hidden tunnels." Aaron nods, a sly grin spreading across his face. "I know a few tricks up my sleeve, mate, but we'll need to move fast. The Red Vipers won't take kindly to being played." Without hesitation, Alex leads the charge. racing against the clock to infiltrate the heavily guarded Archon regime outpost. As they sneak past the perimeter defenses, the silence is oppressive, punctuated only by the soft hum of advanced surveillance drones. Dr. Orion expertly hacks into the outpost's mainframe, downloading crucial intel on Eterra's tunnel layout. "Time's almost up," she warns as the outpost's alarms begin to blare. Lady Iriel's voice crackles over the comms system, her tone dripping with malice. "You fools! Y'all never leave this place alive." With the Red Vipers closing in, Alex and his companions prepare for an all-out battle. But as they face off against the heavily armed guards, a sudden, inexplicable phenomenon occurs. The soldiers freeze, their eyes glazing over as if controlled by an unseen puppeteer. In the midst of chaos, a hooded figure emerges from the shadows, their eyes burning with an otherworldly intensity. "I am the Archon," they declare, their voice dripping with ancient power. "And you, Alex, are the key to unlocking Aethereia's forgotten past." Previously, Alex and his companions confronted the Archon, who revealed himself as the key to unlocking Aethereian's forgotten past. As the guards froze, and the battle came to a standstill, Alex felt a strange connection to the enigmatic figure. "You're too late," the Archon sneers, his eyes flashing with malevolent intent. "The Keeper's lair has been breached. The secrets of the archive are now in the hands of the ruthless treasure hunter Morwen. Y'all have to contend with her and the darkness that lurks within the ruins of Eterra." With those ominous words, the Archon vanishes, leaving Alex and his companions to face the aftermath of the sudden change in plans. The frozen guards slowly return to their senses, their eyes confused as if awakened from a trance. Dr. Orion's eyes narrow as she examines the outpost's mainframe data. Morwen's team has already infiltrated Eterra's tunnel network. "We must move quickly to catch up." "Alex, your bond with the Aethereians might give us an edge." Lyra steps forward, her gaze locked on Alex. "Let's get one thing clear. We're not going in there to fight Morwen. We're going to form an alliance with her, or die trying." Alex takes a deep breath, his mind racing with the weight of the task ahead. "All right, let's do this. We'll need to be clever and bold. We'll use the data from the outpost to our advantage. We'll outsmart Morwen and get the secrets of the archive before it's too late." With renewed determination, Alex leads the charge into the unknown depths of Eterra. Previously, Alex and his companions confronted the Archon, who revealed himself as the key to unlocking Aethereia's forgotten past, and then vanished, leaving them to face the aftermath and the treacherous journey to Eterra, where the ruthless treasure hunter Morwen awaited them, having breached the Keeper's lair. As they venture deeper into the tunnel network, the air grows thick with the stench of decay, and the sound of dripping water echoes through the caverns. Suddenly, Lyra halts, her gaze fixed on a series of ancient symbols etched into the walls. They pulse with a faint, otherworldly energy. "This is it," Dr. Orion whispers, her eyes aglow with excitement. "We're close to the entrance of Eterra's inner sanctum. Morwen's team is likely already inside." Alex steels himself, his heart pounding in his chest. "Let's move out." Well split into two teams, Lyra, Aaron, and Il take point, while Dr. Orion and Lyra provide cover from a distance. "Stay sharp and stay alert. We don't know what kind of traps or creatures lie within." With a deep breath, they move forward, their flashlights casting eerie shadows on the walls as they delve deeper into the heart of Eterra. The symbols on the walls seem to grow more vibrant, the air thickening with anticipation, as if the very fabric of the ancient city is awakening from its slumber. As they turn a corner, the sound of rushing water grows louder, and the air is filled with the misty veil of a massive waterfall. Beyond the falls, a sprawling chamber stretches out, the walls lined with ancient artifacts, and at the far end, Morwen stands, her smile twisted into a cruel grin. "Welcome, Alex," she calls out, her voice dripping with malevolence. "I've been expecting you. You're just in time to witness the unveiling of the secrets of the Aethereian archive. But don't get too comfortable, you're not going to leave this place alive." With a flourish, She gestures to the far corner of the room where a massive, ornate door slowly begins to open, revealing a chamber filled with ancient artifacts and the whispered secrets of the forgotten past previously. Alex and his companions navigated treacherous tunnels and confronted Morwen, the ruthless treasure hunter, in the underwater ruins of Aethereia, where the Aethereian archive was hidden. As the massive door creaks open, Alex's heart skips a beat. The room beyond is a treasure trove of ancient artifacts, and the secrets of Aethereia's forgotten past seem to whisper in the air. Morwen's cackle echoes through the chamber, and Alex can feel the weight of her malevolent presence. Lyra takes a step forward, her hand on the hilt of her sword. "We won't let you claim these secrets, Morwen," she growls. Morwen's grin widens. "You're too late. My team has been studying the artifacts, and we've unlocked the secrets of the Aethereia's ancient technology. With this knowledge, I'll be the one to shape the future of Aethereia, not you." Alex's eyes lock onto the artifacts, his mind racing with the implications. "You can't comprehend the power you're playing with, Morwen. You're dancing on the edge of destruction." Dr. Orion steps forward, her eyes shining with a fierce determination. "Alex is right. We can't let you exploit this knowledge. We'll stop you, no matter the cost." Morwen's laughter is like ice. "You're no match for me, Alex, and with the secrets of the archive, I'll crush your rebellion once and for all." As Morwen raises her hand, a blinding light envelops the room, and the air is charged with energy. Alex feels the power of the ancient technology coursing through the chamber, and he knows they're running out of time. The fate of Aethereia hangs in the balance, and Alex must make a choice that will decide the course of their journey. With a deep breath, Alex takes a step forward, ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead. "We'll stop you, Morwen, no matter what it takes." The sound of rushing water grows louder, and the air is filled with the misty veil of the massive waterfall. Beyond the falls, the secrets of the Aethereian archive await, and Alex is determined to claim them. "We'll get out of this alive," Alex says, his eyes locked on Morwen, "and we'll take the secrets of the Aethereian archive with us." The battle for the future of Aethereia has begun previously. Alex and his companions faced off against the ruthless treasure hunter Morwen in the underwater ruins of Aethereia, where the Aethereian archive was hidden. Morwen had unlocked the secrets of Aethereia's ancient technology, and Alex knew they had to stop her before she could exploit this knowledge. The battle raged on, the sound of rushing water and the misty veil of the massive waterfall. Morwen's powers seemed to grow stronger, fueled by the energy of the ancient artifacts. Lyra clashed swords with Morwen's henchmen while Aaron worked to disable the security systems. Dr. Orion analyzed the artifacts, searching for a way to counter Morwen's powers surged, the air crackling with energy. "We need to get out of here now," Aaron yelled as the room began to shake. Alex knew they couldn't hold out for much longer. He needed a plan, and fast. He scanned the room, his eyes locking onto the massive artifacts. The secrets of the Aethereian archive were within his grasp, but Morwen stood between him and the future of Aethereia. In a flash of insight, Alex knew what he had to do. "Dr. Orion can use the artifacts to our advantage." Dr. Orion's eyes lit up, understanding the plan. "I can modify the artifacts to disrupt Morwen's powers." With newfound determination, Alex rallied his companions. "Let's take back control." In a bold move, Lyra and Aaron flanking him, Alex charged towards Morwen. The air erupted in a blast of energy as Dr. Orion activated the modified artifacts. Morwen stumbled back, her powers faltering. Seizing the opportunity, Alex reached out, his hand closing around the last artifact. The Aethereian archive's secrets flooded his mind, and he knew the truth. Aethereia's forgotten past lay within the ancient technology, hidden for centuries. The secrets of Lyra's biotechnology, the keys to unlock the future of Aethereian archive, it all made sense. "No longer will you dictate our fate, Morwen," Alex declared, his voice echoing through the chamber. Morwen's eyes blazed with fury, but she knew she was defeated. With a snarl, she vanished, leaving behind her henchmen. As the room returned to calm, Alex's companions gathered around him, their faces filled with wonder and awe. "We did it," Alex whispered, the weight of their accomplishment settling in. "We claimed the secrets of the Aethereian archive." The fate of Aethereia lay before them, bright and full of promise. Alex smiled, knowing that their journey had just begun. Epilogue. As Alex and his companions emerged from the underwater ruins of Elara, they were greeted by an unexpected sight. Thousands of Aethereians gathered, their faces filled with hope and determination. They had been inspired by Alex's bravery and selflessness and had come to join the rebellion. Alex's heart swelled with pride as he looked out at the sea of faces. He knew that their journey had sparked something greater than themselves. The future of Aethereia was bright, and he was honored to be a part of it. As they walked towards the horizon, Lyra by his side, Alex smiled, knowing that there would be more adventures to come. The secrets of the Aethereian archive would pave the way for a new generation of Aethereians, and Alex would be there, guiding them towards a brighter tomorrow.